We are now live. Welcome once again to another very sophisticated, very intelligent stream where we'll be discussing the most important of all questions. But first, let's take a few things into account before we really begin. First and foremost, last week we crossed 20,000 subscribers, and that is just incredible. I have no idea why so many of you want to watch what I do, but I deeply appreciate it all the same and am really grateful for anyone taking the time to watch me. I'm going to try delaying a little bit to, draw people in and wait a little bit before I make a very dumb announcement that'll probably be really ridiculous, but, we'll go from there. Looking at some comments right now. Lily is a Distortion World tier. Can't wait for this. Wagner. Okay. Lorelei. Okay. Cynthia and Rika. Okay. Giovanni. I'm seeing a lot of Giovanni fans. Cynthia a lot. Rika. Sycamore. Giovanni's a great villain. He mysteriously runs things behind the scenes and has managed to successfully run a criminal empire throughout the anime. That's very true. I'm going to wait a little bit before we get started. Again, like most streams, going to gradually build in. Yeah, you caught a live stream. Congratulations, my dude. So this might go on for a while. I have brought some liquid courage with me. I do want to talk a little bit about some of the stuff involving Lily as well, which will lead into some interesting discourse, I'm sure, as we go. There are a few... There, let me see if I can get this right here. Cool, I got this open. It's good. Yeah, there's a couple things I do want to bring up at some point, but we'll get to that as we get to it. I want to have people kind of filter in as we get started. Again, always want to make sure. Last week I took off. I took the whole week off and tried to make sure I got some time to relax with my spouse. Tried my best to keep it easy, but went to. We decided to take a trip to Disney World, which gave me some inspiration for some new video essays. We'll have the next 2 weeks of video essays are going to be Disney focused. This Friday we have one that I'm working on right now. A little bit of a lower effort one because I had to, scram. I'm still in the middle of editing it. Usually I'm done by now with editing these videos, and the next week is a big one. I actually commissioned a thumbnail just for next week. I reached out to some of you guys might know who she is. Do any of you guys know Sai? She does a lot of streams. She's an artist. She's done a few streams on Lily Orchard before. I commissioned a thumbnail from her. Hopefully it'll be done by then. If not, I'll delay the video a bit because I really think her artwork is fantastic. So it'd be nice to have a good thumbnail for once for video. Most of my thumbnails I put throw together on my own. Thank you, everyone. It's good you're just ranking the adult characters. Yeah, because why else? What else would you do? What other characters would you be ranking? Just the adults. There's only adults, as far as I know. Found a tier list online, so, and I have like the Bulbapedia open on my other window. So, as I'm looking at the tier list, I'm gonna cross-reference everyone, make sure they are adults, and that the tier list person didn't mess up. But we'll figure it out. So yeah, next week will be if Sai finishes the art by then. Next week will be a video essay about Disney. With some commissioned art. This Friday, it's going to be another Disney essay. So, double Disney. Very different topics, though. Very different topics. I just got inspired about Disney World and had a few ideas. So, I should have been resting at Disney World, but I wasn't. My spouse likes to min-max these things. She figured out the Disney meta and went on as many rides as possible. I did not rest much. Actually, I needed a vacation from my vacation afterwards, but, see how it goes. All right, Pokemon character discussions. Yeah, character discussions is going to be a factor as well. If anyone disagrees with me, if you want to leave a super chat, that'd be fantastic. That'll definitely let me talk about your message directly if you mention it. Ludicolo. Well, the answer is I'm only doing human characters. We're not doing Pokemon. Ash's mom. A bisexual tier list. I'm done with only straight guys ranking the little... exactly. We're getting the men and the women on this one, and everyone in between, and outside. We're getting everyone. We're not leaving any stone unturned. Having said that, I do want to make a bit of an announcement, or rather... Octo Aries, thank you for the super chat. Special bonus tier for Cynthia and Rika. Just kidding. Or are you? We'll see what happens. Could you also mention which characters you think are dateable? Yes. Yeah, I'll mention dateability as well. All of this factors into whether or not I like a character or not. So we'll go from there. Don't forget Beyond's fantasy scene where he's in a swimsuit. I do love that. That is fantastic. I can't believe you refuse this. Oh, Silverheart Soul. Oh my god. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Sup, man? I'm sad you didn't make it to Gen 9 on Lily's half-made, half-assed retrospective. It was not the nicest she was on a game. It was the nicest she was on a game not from the 80s, 90s. It's still bad, but she's still not reading. And she's still not reading, but it's still Lily. Mm-hmm. That's valid. You know what? I'll give her credit there. At least she was positive with Gen 9. I would have actually been more negative on Gen 9. I'm not a huge Gen 9 fan, but I think the game has a lot of glitches. But Lana's mom on the anime is S tier. Okay, fair enough. I do want to talk about Lily Orchard, though, because she did have a little bit of a backlash against me. I mentioned this in my community notes and on Twitter and a few other places, but if you haven't seen already, she's left a few messages in regards to me in response to my video essay. I know she streamed Pokemon today. I know someone told me that. I didn't watch the stream. I was working at the time. But anyway, I guess I'll just show some of this right here. So she left a few messages, not the nicest things about me. Kind of boiled my points down to some minor scruples. Let me get over around here. Where's the one I'm looking for? I screen capped a few different things. I wasn't sure what would be useful. Okay, so let me start over here. So the first thing is she called me a bitchy little jizzrag, which is, I think, very funny and also a little upsetting because clearly she's being a little biphobic with this. I mean, I'm not saying she is, actually. That's not true. She could be. I don't know. Who knows? It is weird she chose to call the bi man a rag that absorbs jizz, but from all different types of people, but who knows? Just saying. She also said Twitter tardigrades, which are a small type of water bear, essentially. I feel like, Lily, you're trying to say something a little different, but what are you going to do? And she made a few comments. You can find them all on Twitter. I'm not going to harp on them on a stream because I feel like it's of poor taste to do that. But I will say this, Lily. Clearly, I have upset you. Which clearly means someone from your party is listening to me. The guy, thank you for the super chat. Lily has no idea how bitchy a bi dude can get. Well, the guy, she's about to find out. So, Lily, and anyone who's watching who can put me in contact with Lily, I'm going to issue you a challenge. And it's a challenge that may benefit you in some way. So I recommend you listen up. Or if your friends are watching, to listen up. And if anyone's watching here who can reach out to Lily, make sure she knows this challenge, because it's open for the next month. Well, let me rephrase that. Her acceptance is open for a month, and you'll understand why at the end of it. Lily, I recently found out that you have made an anime tier list on your Tumblr. I mean, you put Sailor Moon at B, which, I mean, I think is already proof I'm not going to agree with you. You put Cowboy Bebop at D and Attack on Titan at F? Seems a little funny. Silverheart Soul, thank you for the super chat. She has a lot of self-hate, so she can be anti-bi even as a bi woman. Yeah, exactly. She is very resentful towards a lot of people. And I've noticed that she tends to target LGBTQA critics especially. Hiding in Public is bi. Sai is a lesbian. Krim is a trans man. An ace trans man. So anyway. So Lily, I noticed that one anime was missing from your tier list. And I'm not talking about the Antarctica anime that you made a video about recently. Lily, I noticed you have not ever mentioned at any point in your life Neon Genesis Evangelion. My challenge to you, Lily, and there is going to be monetary gain for you if you choose to do this, is to make a video essay of a comparable length to your Delicious in Dungeon and your Antarctica anime video reviewing Neon Genesis Evangelion that I will then respond to. And you're probably wondering, well, why would I ever do that? Lily, if you accept my challenge in the next month to watch all 26 episodes of Evangelion and End of Evangelion, you don't have to watch Death and Rebuild. You don't have to watch Rebuild of Evangelion, but Death and Rebirth or Rebuild of Evangelion. If you choose to watch the 26 episodes and the End of Eva, and make a video of a comparable length to your Delicious in Dungeon videos and your Antarctica anime videos, I will pay you from my very pocket $700, delivered in chunks at different points of the process. 100 upon acceptance, another 100 upon the midway point of your production, 100 after you complete it, 100 after I review it and respond to your video, and the rest will be paid out 4 months afterwards to make sure you don't delete the video afterwards. $700, Lily. In American dollars, not Canadian. Now, of course, I'll extend the timeline for production. I'll expect you to finish it in a month. But your acceptance on this will be... You have 1 month to accept. Should you choose to make an Evangelion video outside of the parameters I set, that won't count for the deal. Now, I know that's a lot of money because I know for a fact the videos you have recently released probably have not earned that much money from just ad revenue, based purely on speculation. It's your choice. You can choose to accept or not. And if you choose to accept, then I'll have to be put in contact with your direct means of reaching out to you. I will have to confirm, preferably with you saying it on live stream, that you've reached out to me, so I know for a fact it's the correct account for your finances and not just some random troll trying to reach out. Reach out to me via Tumblr or email, but again, confirm it's you via stream or some other, or your own personal Tumblr account, something or other. And again, it would have to last for at least 4 months on the platform for you to receive the full amount. Because I know for a fact you deleted a lot of videos recently. I'm not going to get hoodwinked by you just uploading for 5 seconds or uploading a 5-second video. Has to be comparable. Otherwise, you get nothing. That is my challenge to you, Lily, should you choose to accept it. Again, choice is yours. Don't decide it right now. Think it over. Think a week. Think 2 weeks. But no more than 4. Because the expiration date of my offer is August 23rd, 2024. From there, we'll discuss the timeline, as appropriate for your schedule. I'm willing to negotiate, but only so much. Anyway, on that lovely note, who wants to talk about Pokemon? Oh, and by the way, if you want to clip that, you may. Make sure that Lily sees the request. Silverheart Soul, thank you for the super chat. This is interesting because she is very money-starved, but also very fucking spiteful. Looks at her 2 Delicious in Dungeon videos. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But again, we'll see what she says. What are you going to do? Like I said, I stand to lose a lot from this deal, including finances, brain cells, but it's coming out of my personal pocket. And I figure at this point, since I profited so much from your content, Lily, it's only fair I give back a little bit. And it's a taxable expense, so, really it's just benefiting me in this case. Also, a tax-deductible expense. It's a business expense, technically, because it is going towards my business. But what are you going to do? Again, Lily, the choice is yours. Decide, think about it. Anyway, on that note, let's talk Pokemon. All right. Let's begin. So, we have here a tier list I found on the tier list maker, and of course, I do have a thing on the side so I can cross compare and make sure I'm not None of these characters are below the age of that we're talking about here. But again, I digress. Okay. Cool. Anyway, just saw streams of a lot of opinions about characters. Yeah, no, I hear that. The bisexual vendetta is real. Getter King. Oh, thank you. Again, listen, you can insult me all you want. But eventually, pay up or shut up. Am I right? Oh, yes. Yes. And of course, the end result is, of course, I'm going to react to it. That's part of the deal. So, there you go. Now, we are going 18 and up only. The gym leaders are, now to confirm, only some gym leaders are considered adults. Brock and Misty, for example, they're way too young. Lieutenant Surge and Sabrina, that's fair game. And yeah, I think you've all wanted to come here for something. Let's get started. Now, I'm probably not going to go in the immediate order, just because I want to confirm that all these characters are 18 before I discuss them. Again, on the sidebar, I do have all the gym leaders and characters open on Bulbapedia, so I'm just going to cross-reference all that before I'd say anything, because, quite frankly, I've gotten into enough hot water on this platform already and on Twitter. I don't want to discuss the attractive qualities of a character I didn't know was underage to that list. The guy, thank you for the super chat. If I didn't know better, I'd say Game Freak designs characters by putting 2 bisexuals in a room, 1 man and 1 woman, and telling them to go nuts. You'd probably be correct. I'd be shocked if there wasn't any bisexuals working on Pokemon games. It is incredible. It's kind of hilarious, though. Cool. Yes. And by the way, if you're from Sai and Krim's channels, make sure you tell them about the challenge I just dealt Lily. That's in the first 14 minutes of this video. I'm sure they will be entertained by this. Anyway, let's get started. The mom from, what is this? This Scarlet and Violet? Or is this Sun and Moon's, Sword and Shield's mom? Either way, she has the hairstyle of the moms. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So, right here we have the hair. The mom. I'm going to put this right here for a second. We have the hairstyle of every mom who has ever died in anime. This is the Edward and Alphonse and Edward Elric's mom hair. She will probably pass on. However, she has glasses. Most of the moms are A's by a lot, so it all works out. By the way, Jesse and James are 25 as of the beginning of the show, so they count as adults. Oh, it is Sword and Shield. Okay, cool. Sword and Shield mom. That means also she probably has a nice accent, so I'm going to have that. That affects things. Silverheart Soul, thank you once again. I have to get back to work and will try to rejoin. Someone tries to gaslight him into putting someone understands 18 or less to gaslight him to putting on someone that understands 18 on the list, like Gen 2's flying leader, Low JK. Listen, if they're again, I'm cross-referencing here. I'm making sure these are all adults, as far as Bulbapedia confirms. So, and again, this will probably get compiled into a highlights video when I have completely made to eliminate any of the dead air of me trying to double check any of these characters' ages. Anyway, yeah, the mom from Sword and Shield, solid A. Jesse and James are 25. This is canon, and yeah. Okay, so Sabrina, she's definitely of age. Oh wait, Galamom is Scottish. Scottish accents. Oh, that's an S. I'm sorry. Scottish accents are I love accents, right? Like, I'm from New Jersey, so we get a lot of accents in this place because, New Jersey, New York, people come in from all over. But Scottish accents, Irish accents, those two are like top tier for me. They're like beautiful sounding, I think. I think they sound amazing. Anyway, Sabrina. Oh, in terms of dateable, I would date all the moms in all the Pokemon games. Just saying. Sabrina. Kind of terrifying. Sabrina's a little scary. I think she traumatized me growing up. There's actually 2 Sabrinas. You're right. So there's... So anime Sabrina and game Sabrina. That's fair. There's 2 different types of Sabrinas. I'll count them both separately. So Anime Sabrina, I'm gonna put on a B, only because she's a little too scary for me. I don't know. I'm not really into the whole shrinking thing that some people really like. So if you like that, that's probably like a thing that would get you going. I get a little creeped out by that. Sabrina kind of scares me. That being said, though, Sabrina Game SS. Double S. Sabrina is also scary in the original games, but there's more versatility. She shows different shades. For someone to be attractive but scary, you gotta have a few different dimensions to you, right? You can't just be all scary all the time. You gotta show some other dimensions here. Cause like Sabrina from the anime is like a Freddy Krueger level frightening, right? Like it's Wishmaster. It's but game Sabrina, she got the scariness, but she's also got a playful side. And that really goes a long way. Also, her outfits are better in the games. This is just objectively a true point. And she's got a whip, which is just all around a lot less frightening than unyielding psychic powers that can warp reality itself. Just a factor. Just a factor. All right, so that's good for those two. Dateability-wise, I want to say that Anime Sabrina is a solid F. There's no way you could date her. She'd have no interest in it. But Game Sabrina, I'd say that's a solid A or S, I'd say, for dateability. Anyway, let's talk Lieutenant Surge. Now, Surge, he has a few things going up for him and some things going against him. Surge, for one, he's got the muscles, right? He's got some good muscles going on, like lean muscle, not just like bulky muscle, which is all right. Can't complain. And he's a veteran, so he can kick someone's ass if they are causing problems. Pokemon saved his life during the war, but that being said, though, that means he's got a more of a hurt side that you can work with. You can want to help. You really want to help nurture him a little bit because he's gotten some pain in his life. He is a fine specimen. And I'm not talking about the anime Lieutenant Surge, who's just like a jock. I'm talking like Game Surge. He's a traumatized veteran. Pokemon saved his life during the war. He's got some, and he's got some good... He has a Raichu and a Pikachu. Hard to not like that. Yeah, I'm thinking Lieutenant Surge, he's a solid B for me. I think Surge is B. I think, honestly, Sabrina I like a lot more from the games, but I do like Surge. Yeah, and yeah, he did. Okay, so people bring up the manga. Yes, Surge and Sabrina did try to kill many children in the manga, but everyone commits a war crime in that manga. I mean, listen. Okay, let's keep going here. Erica. Is Erica of age? I'm going to confirm this. Does Erica have a canon age? I mean, I guess she's an adult. A little worried there. I don't know how. Okay, apparently she's an adult. I thought she was like. Okay, so Erica, I'm a little more divided on. I'm not sure where I stand on Erica. Because on one hand, she is very traditionally beautiful. She has the beautiful, kimono, all the beautiful stuff. Yeah, I feel like she's not of age. I don't know. I don't think Erica's of age. It's a little weird. I feel like she's very sweet, but I don't think she's. I don't know. I don't think Erica's of age. I'm gonna skip Erica. I don't feel comfortable with that one. Either way, she's a little too young, I think, for me. She's got to be at most 18, 19. That's a little too young for my tastes. Koga. Koga's a D. I'm sorry. If anyone's a Koga fan, Koga's a D. I don't know. I'm going to put... Actually, yeah, good point. Erica, you're going into underage. I think you're too young. It's a little... Let me rewrite this. Underage. Or just too young. There we go. I'm not sure. Erica, I think you might be too young. But Koga's a D. He's not a DILF. No, I'm sorry. It says 18 or 19 when I looked it up. Okay. She's still, I don't know, 18's a little young. I don't know. Koga, like, he's just kind of boring. I don't know. Koga's not, I don't know, the whole ninja thing. He probably smells really bad with all that. You know that, right? Like, he's in the middle of Fuchsia City, which has a safari nearby it. So it's got to be a humid, warm climate. He's not far from Cinnabar Island, so that's probably like a more warmth from the volcano that erupts over there. And he's wearing head-to-toe ninja gear. He has a scarf that probably collects all that sweat. I don't know. He seems like he must be a real smelly dude. And of course, you can't find him, which is always helpful when you're on a date with him, because he's gone. He splits before you know what really stinks about ninjas? They split before they have to pay the bill. You know? Like, the moment you're at a restaurant with the guy, the bill comes, you turn around to ask him if you want to split it, and he's gone. So he leaves you with the bill. I'm not talking from personal experience here, but let's be fair. Koga, he would split in a heartbeat. And then I don't know. I'm not a fan of Koga. Not a big Koga fan. Dateability, again, the lowest rating. But Blaine. Now, Blaine, okay, hear me out. Sure, some might say Blaine gives them Dr. Robotnik vibes with the mustache and the glasses and the bald head. Slimmer figure, of course. Probably a very fit figure, I might add. He goes on adventures, explores a lot. I don't know. You know what Blaine has? Blaine has a sense of humor. Blaine knows a few good riddles. Never underestimate a man who can make you laugh. Also, let's be fair, he's probably very experienced, and he knows all the hot springs. So we're talking some really nice, cozy sauna trips. He's got it going there. I'm going to say Blaine, he's a solid B. A pretty good B, I might add. Just saying. How are we handling time skip characters? Time skip, we're going to take the oldest incarnations, essentially. Blaine would tell great dad jokes, and I will not hear anything to the contrary. You know what? I'm boosting Blaine to an A. Bringing him up, just for the dad jokes alone. All right, so what we got here? Is that Lorelei? I think it's Lorelei, right? Lorelei. S. Sorry. Lorelei's an S in a heartbeat. Sorry. Lorelei is just great. She's cool as ice. You know what? Yeah, Lorelei's an S. What am I talking about? When I first played Pokemon, I was probably like, 8 or 9? That Lorelei was one of the first ones who I was like, as a kid, I'm like, oh, wow, girls. Love Lorelei. And, like, she's a character I think gets very underrated, especially in, like, the higher discussion of Pokemon. Just fantastic. Love Lorelei. Just make sure. Actually, now I'm thinking about this. Let me make sure I get the Elite Four here so I can check their ages as well. Just because, again, I do not necessarily trust these people who make this list to know their ages entirely. So, put Lorelei higher. Let's put her in front of S. I'm going to adjust these based on how far up on the ranking they are. I think Sabrina still hits that note that I, as an adult, need. Slightly intimidating and terrifying. But anyway. Giovanni. This is going to be tricky. Because on one hand, Giovanni, he has some nice suits, right? He's got the suits going on. He's got all that stuff he's working for going on. Powerful man, sits back, has a good business going on, able to multitask. He has his hobbies and his work, and they kind of intersect. But he's also a deadbeat dad. Abandons his son at the first chance to rediscover himself. Leaves his business behind when he has a midlife crisis when a child beats him. But he's Italian. I'm Italian. We got that one thing in common. And you probably also know he's probably has a lot of interests, we'll say. Here's the thing. Attractiveness, probably an A. Dateability, probably an F. So let's call the difference and put him in B. Anyway. Actually, child neglect brings down to a C. What am I talking about? He's not as bad as Koga, because Koga probably smells really bad. But I'm thinking Giovanni might be a C. Now, Bruno. Bruno. First off, physical appearance wise, Bruno is peak. He has like the strong bear build, essentially. I could see him being like, those biceps are bigger than my head. But I don't think he can hold a conversation. I feel like he just focuses on physical fitness and like the wilderness survival training. I don't know if he's really the kind of person who would have like be really good on a date, but Bruno is so strong. He can carry you on his shoulders. And unlike a lot of other members of the Elite Four, he kept his job between games. That's a win in my book. So, long-term employment, big beefy muscles, brain as bland as white bread. Gonna have to split the difference and put him in a C, but I'm gonna put him above Giovanni. Because as much as his muscles help, he's also really bland, and that just doesn't help anyone. I gotta be able to talk to the person. And we are talking about Bruno, by the way. We're talking about Bruno here. Anyway, Agatha. I mean, she's got grandma energy. But, like, also kind of scary. I think she had a thing with Professor Oak at one point. I mean, I think Agatha might be a little too old for my tastes. I'm going to put her in D, but with the caveat that I would love to hang out with Agatha. I feel like Agatha would be so cool to spend time with. She'd be such a cool, witchy grandma type, or great aunt. And I love that. She's also, like, terrifying, but I also kind of love that. But not in the dating way. More like, I want to spend time with you and hear stories from you kind of way. Lance is where we get controversial. I admit, I'm not a huge Lance fan. I like Lance. I think he's cool, but I also think he's one of the more... I think at some level he's a little underwhelming in terms of, like, what he brings to the table. I don't know. I think Lance might be... I'm leaning towards A. I think he's very pretty. He's very pretty. But he also... And he has a... Oh, actually, no. You know what wins him over? He has a Dragonite. Dragonite is one of the best dragon Pokemon in the world. Lance spends his time with a big Dragonite, which is just fantastic. I love... No, actually, no. No, actually, you know what? But he's also going to bland. Okay, B. I'll do B for Lance. Because while I do think he's really cool, and I like his dragon, he also doesn't have a lot going on. But he has a cape. Oh, that's the thing, too. He does have a cape. I'm thinking B. I'm going to put Lance in B. I see people saying Lance gets an F in chat. Well, I respect your opinion, but I disagree. Lance is like the kind of guy who has a really nice car, who you're with just to be with the car. It's the Dragonite. The Dragonite goes a long way. Anyway, Faulkner. Let me double check this. I feel like Faulkner is not old enough at all. I don't know. How old is Faulkner? 20. Okay, Faulkner's 20. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable. Shadow, thank you for the super chat. Get you a man who will hyper beam a rocket grunt. Yeah, exactly. Lance will protect you and blow away any thieves trying to break into your house with a destructive force enough to destroy your entire house. So that right there goes a long way. I'm seeing some people say Faulkner is 16. I'm seeing he's 20. So I'm going to trust Google in this one that he's 20. But even then, he's still getting a C. No, he's getting a D. I don't know. Faulkner's boring. Like, sure, he's got his anime edgy boy haircut with his bangs, but like, I don't know. It's kind of boring. Not a fan of Faulkner. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. I just have to get something real quick. 1 sec. Right back, guys. Sorry about that. Right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had to blow my nose for a second there. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm seeing he's 20. Okay, so he's like an edgy college student, I guess. He's a cheater in Pokemon, so he's a cheater in a relationship. Yeah, I can see Faulkner cheating. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I don't like Faulkner, so he's getting a D anyway. Even if he's not underage, he still gets a D. Thankfully, Bugsy and Whitney are both underage. I don't even discuss them. That being said, though, Morty. Okay. Morty's got that scarf. He's got that edgy goth look to him. The headband alone, that's pretty cool. Gotta say that. I like that. I like Morty's vibe. You know, Morty feels like a chill stoner type. You know what I mean? Like, he's just there vibing. He's interested in folklore, mythology. He's one of the guys I think who can tell you a lot about history, given the right mindset. And he has, again, the spooky look to him. And he's friendly. He's a friendly dork. And you know what? Again, listen. Edgy stoner dorks, like they go a long way. They go a long way. I mean, I don't think Morty's boring. I think he's interesting. He likes spooky stuff. He's a ghost fan. He has knowledge of history. Like, those are some cool elements. Just because he's relaxed and like a little easygoing doesn't make him boring. He's just a chill goth guy, and I respect the heck out of that. Mind you, I'm also going off of his redesigned Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which I think gives a lot more personality to him. The easygoing little look in his eye, slightly unfocused, so he might be going in a different direction when he faces you. I imagine he might smell a little bit like cannabis when you encounter him. Yeah, he's an S. I'm gonna put him next to Lorelei. I love Morty. Morty's great. I would love to chill with a Morty. Indeed, ability-wise, of course, top tier. Can you imagine? That'd be fun. Going to haunted houses together? I love it. Chuck. Now, Chuck has... Okay, Chuck. He's a dad. He's a family man. Strong. I'm gonna say Chuck's a B. Like, okay, hear me out. He's a great wife guy. Okay, listen, Chuck And Chuck has a listen. I know they make fun of him for his appearance in the anime and the manga and the games, but like Chuck, that listen, if you saw that, like if you saw a guy like that, you gotta have to admit it's optimal build. Like Chuck is as personality. Chuck is everything Bruno wishes he was. For one, yeah, Bruno's got like the beefy muscles, but Chuck's got like the balance. You know what I mean? Like the dad bod thing going on, but he's also strong enough to carry a giant weight over his shoulder. So yeah, looking relaxed, but he can still bench press you in a heartbeat. And another one, he is loyal. He is a loving dad. He's a loving husband. Guy is one. The more I'm talking about Chuck, the more he's going up in ranks. Put him right into just Anime Sabrina. I love Chuck. Everyone always makes fun of Chuck. Whenever they do these tier lists, they always like, "Oh, Chuck, oh, gross, Chuck." No, Chuck is a gift. And if you don't appreciate him, I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. Wait, is Price on this list? They skipped Price. Where's Price? I don't think Price is on the list. They skipped Price. I mean, he would have gotten a D, but still, count Price somewhere on here. Yeah, I know. He can carry me on his shoulder any day. Okay, Claire. You know, here's the thing with Claire, right? Claire is really strong in terms of her power level. She is beauty, she's grace, and will throw a tantrum if she doesn't get her way. If Claire wasn't such a sore loser, I would put her in double S easy. But that is a problem. It does. It does. I don't know. I wouldn't call Claire. Claire has more personality. She's more sensitive, certainly. I'm gonna settle with an A tier for Claire. I don't know. I think she'd be like, she's attractive physically, but that tantrum. You know, the more I'm saying it, I'm gonna put Claire in D. C. She is gorgeous, but like, I don't know. The tantrum really does it. Really ruins it for me. Like I can't be with someone who cries if she loses. It's your job to challenge people. She's such a sore loser. It really ruins it for me. I don't know. Again, she's gorgeous. She's powerful. She has dragons, which I love. But like, the tantrum ruins her for me. I'm sorry. I know a lot of Claire defenders saying she's S tier, but I can't do someone who cries like that. Like, it's so immature. And imagine when it's something serious, you know? Think about that in life. I don't know. A bad personality makes someone a lot less attractive, in my opinion. Anyway, who's next? Will. Okay. Will. What was your team again? That was what, like psychic types? Okay, Will. Okay. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out on this one. Okay, I'm gonna bring Will down to A. Okay, I'll consent, but I'll compromise. But like, listen. Will. Look at that. He is a weird twink, and I love him. Like, he's got the mask, he's got the vest, he's got the coattails. Okay, like. All right, okay, listen. Okay. Anyone who dresses up like that willingly is attractive. I don't care what you are. If you're willing to dress up like a court magician just for your day job, that is like, ugh. And you know this theater kid nerd would give you costumes too. You know that. He would be like, okay, let's figure this out. And he has psychic types, which are great. Okay, you know what? I'm talking myself into it. He's with Morty. He's with Morty and Lorelei on S. I love Will. Will's great. I adore this dork. He has hips. And he has hips, which is always a huge plus for me. Hips are good. Hips are very good. Yeah. And he's probably not heterosexual. I can't imagine anyone who dresses like that being heterosexual. So, yeah, he's on the list. Okay, we have Bruno again. Who else was there? Then it was Karen, the dark type trainer. Okay. Karen has a lot working for her. Uh yeah, Will's mask stays on, all right? I'm just saying. Karen, though, I'm just going to say, I don't think Karen is that great. I think she's all right. I think she's a B. The hair is nice. I think she's interesting. I like her typing with dark, but like, I don't know. I never got much personality from Karen. She's just kind of like attractive, but like, I don't really know what she's about. You know, I never get a sense of her. I guess since she's kind of cool, a little edgy, little cool. I'll boost her up to A because she has a very beautiful design. But like, I don't get much of a sense of her personality from the games. She is better than Claire, undeniably so. But I think she's a solid A. I don't get the same personality I get from her dialogue, from her design as I do from Will, which goes a long way. But I don't know. I think she's okay. And again, the name unfortunately now draws comparisons. Like you think she wants to talk to the manager at wherever we are. She's okay. She's all right. I like Karen, but I don't love her. You know, I don't really. Not a huge Karen fan. I'll say that right now. All right. Oh, it's the guy. I forget his name. Who's obsessed with Suicune. He's an A. I like him. Again, anyone who dresses up like that is a twink, and I love it. But he's more of a mature twink, which I love, which I dig. Yeah, he's okay. He's a little obsessed with Suicune for my taste. I keep thinking he's going to run off with Suicune, which is a little weird, but, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, we got Brawly here, right? He uses old design, which is a little weird. Eugene, there we go. Eugene. Okay, so Brawly. Not Broly, unfortunately, but Brawly. Eugene. Okay, Eugene is an A tier. We'll keep him there. Brawly, he's kind of boring. I think he's a B, maybe top of C. I don't know. I don't really get a vibe from Brawly. I think his redesign's kind of cool, but there's not a lot to Brawly, and it kind of bums me out. I don't know. Yeah, so Eugene would have dates hunting Suicune, and that's kind of fun. You know, I'm talking myself into Eugene a little more. Yeah. But, like, if it came between us when we had to capture Suicune, I'd let him take Suicune. More of an Entei guy myself, so. Like, Brawly be fun to chill with, but I wouldn't really want to go with him. Okay, the tier list is the Pokemon Adult Attractiveness tier list. I found it when Google searching it, but anyway. So yeah, he's a C. Watson, same problem as Agatha. I think he's a little too old for me, but unlike Agatha, who has spooky vibes, he has more cool granddad vibes, or cool great uncle vibes. I like Brawly. He'd be fun. Not Brawly. I like Eugene. I'm getting my names mixed up. I like Watson. I like Watson. Watson's okay. A little too old for my tastes, but he's all right. He's chill. I feel like they skipped a bunch of guys here in the list. I feel we skipped a bunch of gym leaders here. Wow, hang on a second. Wait, how old is Flannery? Is Flannery... Let me double check this. She's 18. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I wasn't sure how old Flannery was. Okay, too young for me. Norman. Where's Norman? I don't see Norman anywhere. Where's Norman? Where's your dad? Oh, Flannery's right here at the bottom. Okay, Flannery. Yeah, I think Flannery. Flannery's 18. Yeah, I think she's also a little too young for me. Yeah, I know everyone loves Flannery, but I think she's a little too young. Norman though. Norman, deadbeat dad. That's not true. He's not really a deadbeat dad. He just has a job. Uh, Norman's all right. Very normal guy. He's a dad. He's got dad energy. He's a married man. He's working a good job. Family moves to support the dad. Norman's a very normal. He is the definition of average, in my opinion. But I'd rather be with his wife than Norman. I can give him a C, actually. All right. What else am I missing here? No, I guess not. Okay, we're cool. All right. Next up is Winona. Winona, a decent flying type Pokemon trainer. I think Winona is a solid B, I'd say. What was Winona's training? What did she use? What Pokemon was she having? I like the outfit. I like the boots. I like all that. What was her team though? Okay, she has a decent team. She has Skarmory. Altaria. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna boost up her to A. I think she's actually really cool. The more I look at her design, she has like almost like a Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind outfit going on there, which I think is pretty cool. You know what? Top of A. I'm talking myself into it. Flying type, but she has some steel and water. She has a mixed team, which is nice. Like her colors, like the scarf. Real fluttery quality. You know, Winona works. Winona, I'm talking myself into it. Winona, kind of like Winona more than I thought I would. That's fine. Okay. That's cool. Know your partner's pet. Yeah, you can learn a lot about a person based on their pets. Undeniably so. You see someone with a Yorkshire Terrier, that tells you something. You see someone with a pit bull, that tells you something really nice. Pit bulls are great. I love pit bulls. And if you see them with a Siberian Husky, that means they can tolerate a lot of noise, which is very important. Wallace. Baichi Apiadera. Thank you for the super chat. Showing up late, but glad to see Sabrina at the top of B, and the psychic trainer at the top. Perfect taste. Yeah. So Sabrina, I mentioned this before. I counted Sabrina from the anime and Sabrina from the games as separate people because Sabrina from the anime, a little too scary for my tastes. It's frightening, but a little too frightening. Sabrina from the games, perfect balance between frightening and cool. There's layers to her, and she wears different outfits, which goes a long way in this game. Anyway, Wallace. Wallace is the gayest twink. I love Wallace. Wallace is great. Wallace is everything. Wallace is the queer vibes I wish I could embody. The confidence for that outfit. The Hatsune Miku hair. Before Hatsune Miku even existed. Good stuff there. And even then, his replacement in Emerald, Juan. Easy S. You got the gray-white streak going on. You got the blue jacket. Juan. Both such good vibes, but Wallace. Wallace is, love Wallace. Wallace is great. Such a twink. We support twink rights in this chat, all right? We also support bear rights, which is why Bruno, I'm going to boost Bruno up to A, honestly. I'm feeling that like Bruno needs more defenders here, all right? Y'all are too mean to Bruno. Sure, his gym fight is lame, but I'm not a big fan of his gym fight, but not Bruno, Chuck. Chuck goes up to A, not Bruno. Bruno stays in C. Chuck is going up to A. Chuck is everything Bruno wishes he was and more. Love it. Okay, Elite Four time. Elite Four time. Who do we got here? Oh, no, not Elite Four time. I lied to you. Because we're forgetting about Maxie and Archie and Maxie. Chuck. Sorry, I said Chuck instead of Bruno. My apologies. It's a long... I've had a long couple of weeks, all right? All right, we're good. I'm running on a little bit of sleep here. Let's do Maxie first. Christopher Mitchell. Thank you for the super chat. Funny story. Wallace was formerly in a relationship with Winona in the manga. Can't say he bi, like me. You know what, though? As a fellow bisexual, I agree with that. Wallace has queer vibes. Whether he's gay or bi, doesn't matter. The queer vibes are universal, regardless of the specific orientation. You can even be straight and give off queer vibes, because it's not really the sexual orientation that determines the vibes. It's the vibes that determine the vibes. There's happen to be mostly in queer people, but I digress. And usually, if you give off queer vibes, you probably are. Maxie, I'm going to say, is a C. Now, probably wondering, where does Archie go? Archie is so much better than Maxie. There's no contest. Maxie is a boring... You can tell he enjoys organizing his paperclip collection on the weekends. He likes collecting stamps from obscure states. Archie, a date with Archie is like, you're gonna go out and you're gonna go to the moon. You're gonna go on a trip. You're gonna go on a voyage. His crew of I'm gonna give her a B. I'm gonna give you. You're getting an S as well. Like, Team Aqua is just better than Team Magma. I mean, I know they're both ridiculous, but like, what crew are you gonna be with, right? You gonna be with the boring stiffs who want to get rid of the water? No. You want to be with the bisexual pirate crew. All right? Let's take this down a notch. Team Aqua is always better than Team Magma. I would get a Team Aqua uniform before ever considering shaking hands with a Team Magma fan. Team Aqua just has the vibes. They get the message of any of these teams that in order to be... Why they make Team Aqua so hot? Because they could, all right? It was a choice they deliberately went with. Team Aqua, all the way, my friends. All the way. Nerd slander. It's not nerd slander. I have tons of nerds on the list. Look how high I put Will, all right? No. The problem isn't nerd slander. The problem is Maxie is boring. All right? He's just dull. You can tell he's dull. There's a dullness to his aura about him that just, so obvious. I can't stand it. Anyway. Anywho. Let's talk about the Elite Four. Where's Matt? Do I see Matt here? Somewhere here. I'll go through the list later. I'm skipping around a little bit because I do want to get the gym leaders first. Anyway. And I'm going to put you B. There we go. Sydney. Sydney's a C. I just don't like the hair. I don't know. Sydney, I'm not really about Sydney's hair. Something about it just throws me off. I don't know. Glacia, though. Glacia's got some class, all right? Glacia Xenia Simeombine, thank you for the super chat. Team Aqua summoned Kyogre, not to expand the sea, but to cool down the planet because of how hot Archie and Shelly are. You're thinking outside the box, and I appreciate that. That's a good one. I have to steal that one time. That was really good. There's a few other characters on here that I'm missing. So Glacia, all right. So here's the name of Glacia. Glacia's got that hair, right? She's got that hair. She's got that dress. She's got elegance. She's got grace. But I get the vibe. You might call me a little bit hypocritical here, but she's a little cold. There's a chill about her. She might give you the cold shoulder every so often. A freeze might come. That being said, though, she's not really the type for hot dates. Opposites may attract, but I'm not sure there's so many ways you can heat up this relationship. But I will tell you this. She'll be able to cool your jets quite nice. I like Glacia. I don't know how dateable she is, but she's gorgeous. A fine, refined lady. Drake. Drake's got some buffness going on here. Baichi Apiadora, Dara, thank you for the super chat. Team Magma rock those cute demon horns, though. Yes, I will give you that. They do have the cute demon horns. That's fair. Okay, I'll give you that. They do have the cool demon horns. They have a good uniform. I'll give them that. But it's not quite the same as bisexual pirate. I've got 2 super chats. I think I've said everything. I think I covered all the super chats. Anyway. Drake. I'm gonna put Drake at top of B, I think. I think Drake has like a good he has an intimidating figure. I would follow Drake to the end of the earth. He seems like he has that commanding presence. But like the strong authority figure who just embodies that. But you know what? He's also might be a little too old for me, but you know that the confidence to wear the jacket without a shirt. There's no shirt, right? He's not wearing a shirt, right? Let me zoom in on this. Let me bring up Drake's picture here to make sure. Yep, that's no shirt. He's got a good body. That handlebar mustache, though. Just saying. Anyway. And then there's Steven Stone, right? That's Steven? Steven Stone. Steven Stone. Steven Stone. Steven, I'm not sure about. I'm not saying it's bad. I think Steven Stone's pretty good. He's a good twink. He's wealthy. He's got a good presence. He always comes back. But I'm thinking he's mid-A. I think he's mid-A, which is really high. I don't want to make... I know people are saying S. They're saying, oh, my beloved Steven. I get that. But, like, I do think to an extent he's one of those characters who, like... He has a suit. That is true. And a hobby. He's always there for you. I think he's a solid A. He doesn't give me the same vibe that I personally vibe with. But I do think he's really good. I don't want to undercut. I don't want to make it sound like I'm dismissing him at all. He's fine. But like he doesn't hit the notes that I personally vibe with. He's an A. He's a good A too. But I don't think he's like S. Anyway, now we're on Sinnoh, right? This is Sinnoh by now. Oh no, with Battlefrontier, right? I always forget these guys. Battlefrontier. I don't know. Battlefront. I always forget these guys. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Steven has to go into SS. It's literally his initials. Ugh. That is true. It is his initials. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, that's a good point. But okay. I'll have to step aside for that one. Okay. Okay, so here's where we get some interesting ones. I always forget the Battle Frontier trainers. So this is one where I'm like, I'm going off of memory here and double checking. So Brandon, right? Brandon has like gruff, older man energy. Kind of going, like I'm saying 40s, 50s, so he's a little, he's some pretty good stuff. I can vibe with his dad vibes. Give him B. I don't have strong opinions on any of these guys, so I'm a little... Did Steven Stone own the SSN? I don't believe so, but it'd be pretty funny if he did. Spencer, he's a D. He's just kind of like an old wise figure, I guess. Lucy's got the Shadow the Hedgehog here, though. I mean, look at Lucy here. Lucy's got some Shadow the Hedgehog hair. Gonna put her in A. That's pretty solid. Who else is there? Tucker. I do like Tucker's hair. Tucker's pretty queer vibes. Put Tucker here. Gonna put Tucker in A. Noland. Again. Wait, did I just put Noland? No, I didn't. These guys are so similar. It's not even funny. Yeah, you know, Lucy kind of... Maybe Lucy will edge to S. I'll edge Lucy to F. She is pretty cool. Again, the Battle Frontier I don't have a strong opinion on. I never was, like, super into the Battle Frontier. I was always kind of like... So I can't say, oh, Battle Frontier, I'm so excited, But, like, they were all right. Yeah. Frontier. Okay, so who am I forgetting here? There's someone I'm forgetting. You. Okay. All right. Going up here. Oh, Ed Stevens, thank you for the super chat. Now time for Tucker's distant cousin. Yeah, exactly. They're all so similar. Again, I'm not a big Frontier fan, so I always get a little messy with those guys. But again, I digress. Okay. I'm a little thrown off here. Where is everything? I feel like I've just lost track of everything. I feel like I'm missing a bunch of things here. I feel like we just skipped a bunch of people and went straight to... They can't all be kids, can they? Yeah, Fentina. Fentina is right there. I put her up there. Brian. Faulkner. They're not all kids. There's Crasher. And there's... Okay, fair enough. So Fantina I'm going to put right here in S. An A. Gonna put Byron. Gives okay. He's alright. Put Byron in B. But that being said, Faulkner is what I was jumping towards. Now, Volkner's got some, like, he's got some vibes going on, all right? Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I know he's. Yeah, where's Crasher? Crasher deserves to be on this list. Let me go double check this. They had to have missed Crasher. Crasher. Did they just not include Crasher because he wasn't traditionally what they're looking for? I gotta say, this list has some glaring omissions. Crasher is an A, by the way. I'm going to put Crasher in A. Crasher is a solid A. Yeah, Faulkner though, he is moody. He's not as interesting to me as Morty or anyone like that, but he's got something going on. I love Faulkner. He's great. Okay, Bertha. Bertha gives, like, maybe I'm not the most attracted to Bertha, but like Bertha gives such mom vibes, like older mom vibes. I love Bertha. She's great. Bertha is one of those characters who you just see her, you get her knitted scarf, you get her gloves. There's a warmth to her. Truly a warmth to her. Even though she can destroy you in a heartbeat with, like, all of her ground types. She's chill. Volkner has DMC Nero. Yeah, a little bit like... Yeah, I can see that. I can see Devil May Cry Nero. She's like Agatha's sister or cousin. Yeah, I can see that too. They're very similar. Okay. Flint. This Ronald McDonald motherfucker, Flint, with his clown hair and his clown outfit and his clown jeans. This frickin' clown of a person. Flint gets mid-C. I will take nothing to the contrary. He gives too strong of a Ronald McDonald vibe for my tastes. A little bit too much. In fact, I'm going to go worse. Flint, he's a D. Yeah, I said it. Flint kind of stinks. And he's a low punny. He's a fire train with a low punny. Guy is Ronald McDonald all the way through. I don't know. Are we reconnecting now, guys? Are we on? Is there an issue? Okay, cool. We connected. I don't know what was going on. Something was just going on where he just disconnected from OBS for a bit there. But we're good. We are fine. We are going good, I think. Let me double check this to make sure. We live? We're live. Good. Excellent. Not sure what happened on my end. If you're watching on the replay, ignore the small panic attack I just had. We're good. Yeah, I said it. I think we're going to say the least controversial thing tonight. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'll say it. Flint, kind of bland. Not a fan of Flint. Lucien, though. Lucien. Psychic type trainer. I don't know. Lucien? He's got the drip. He's got the hair. But you know what? He doesn't have the sauce. Something about Lucien just doesn't do it for me. You know what? That takes a lot. Takes a lot out of the game. Going to put him in a top of B, but he's all right. He okay. Now, Lucien, I don't know. I think he's a B. He's all right, but I don't know. He doesn't give me the same vibe like, I think Steven Stone beats Lucien in his own game. If they're playing the same game, Steven Stone wins. Now, Lenora. Listen, Lenora has got a lot of pluses. For one, she's an archaeologist. That means every date with her is an adventure. She's got a lot going on. She's got a beautiful appearance, strong, confident. encouraging. All the gym leaders in Gen 5 really get a lot of time to develop. And so you really get a sense of their personalities in a way that I don't think other gym leaders really had, at least previously. Easy S. Easily S. You see, here's the thing. When I first played Pokemon, I was a child, and I thought like a child. But when I played Pokemon Black and White, I was in college. This was she's a good egg. I'm pretty sure she's an archaeologist, right? Yeah, she's an archaeologist. Lenora, easy S tier. Lenora's gym I don't think I remember having too much trouble with, but it's been years since I played, so I could be wrong. Oh, Cynthia is now here. You got a little backwards here. Cynthia's easy at double S. I'm sorry, Cynthia, top tier. Top tier for Cynthia. I can't believe we missed that. Cynthia gets top ranking. So far, Cynthia, she's on top. Also, Lenora, yeah, she would give amazing hugs. She's got yeah, and she's not a twig, which is a great element. This is where I think Pokemon really started to bring in body diversity for their female characters, which I love. Yeah, Lenora, easy S tier. Cynthia, top. Sorry, she's just peak. I don't care what anyone says. Controversial take, I know. Cynthia, pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. You think Cynthia is okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. I see how it is, guys. Anyway. Let's... The guy, thank you for the super chat. I love how the fandom portrays Cynthia as very cool and almost seductive, when in the games and anime, she is a massive dork. Well, listen, here's the thing. You can be a massive dork and still be extremely cool and seductive. Those are qualities that can all be connected. Anyway. So, let's keep going. Oh my goodness. It's been a long couple of days for me. Sorry if I've seen out of it, guys. Berg. Berg with your dumb hair. I don't care what it says. Berg's a C. I'm not a Berg fan. I'm a Berg hater, one might say. Kind of lame. Let's see you guys. Okay, you're up here. You're over here. And I'm going to put you over here. Okay. Elisa. No, what am I doing with this? Why am I putting them right? Why am I rearranging them right now? This is dumb. Nah, it's not dumb. I'll go with it for now. Cool. Anyway, back to this. Sorry, my head's in 5 places at once. I'm not a Berg fan. Anyway, Elisa. Elisa. Oh, Baichi, thank you for the super chat. Soon for Alina and Shiny Alina. Yeah, exactly. Elisa, what have you. First off. Yeah, there's no... Where else am I going to put this one? Where else am I going to put Elisa? She's fantastic. She has great costumes. She has the personality. She has the vibe. In both gyms, she embodies the message, whatever that might be. She is fantastic, and I will take no slander at this point. And also, yeah, both of them. Both outfits. Both S tier. Both double S tier. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. She's a champion in the eyes of everyone with taste. Very obviously influenced by Lady Gaga. I'd say Lady Gaga mixed with some Vocaloid stuff, I'd be honest with you. Clay. Clay, no. Not a fan of Clay. I don't like Clay at all. Clay, you can tell. I know Nova is supposed to be like New York City, right? You ever get the vibe Clay might be like a Civil War reenactment guy? I know. Wild. The guy dressed like a cowboy in the modern era might have some historically Venevision past, but I don't know. I think Clay might be a bit of a weird guy. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan of Clay. Also, his pants are open, so I'm like he's really Texas core in a way that's uncomfortable. Like Texas folk, does it make you a little uncomfortable? I don't know. Like I don't know. Clay's personality's all right, but like I can't look at him. I just can't. Not with the open. No, those pants are bizarre. Like the open like pants that lead into a second pair of pants. It's just weird. Gibbons, thank you for the super chat. Glad to finally catch you live. Hope I'm not too late. You are never too late. The party never ends with this strangeness that we're doing right now. So you're good to go. Take a seat, grab a drink, or something else if you're more inclined to do that. We're going to be here for quite some time, presumably. Clay, I'm not a fan of. He has a cute daughter. Yeah, undeniably. They're chaps. Okay, I guess, but I don't know. It's a weird design. I don't. His sideburns throw me off too. I just don't like Clay. Let the man have his Quincy Morris aesthetic in peace. Oh, you're making me think of Quincy Morris with this? Oh, I can't hate on Quincy Morris. He was the best part of Dracula. I love Quincy Morris and his dumb, over-Americana accent and his Bowie knives that save the day. Oh, I can't... Okay, that changes things. Quincy Morris. Oh. Now I feel guilty. Now I feel bad. For those of you who don't know, Quincy Morris is one of the main love interests in the novel Dracula. Dracula Lucy Witherna, she is approached by three bachelors. Dr. Seward, Arthur Homewood, who she eventually becomes engaged with, and Quincy Morris. And Quincy Morris is the generic American in the British book. Like, super American. Like, you can tell from his written dialogue, he's an American with a capital A. He goes to gun shows, he talks to good old Texas and the South, brings Bowie knives with him. And when Lucy turns everyone down, all the three men, except, even though Arthur gets it, Dr. Seward and Quincy Morris, they're good-natured about it. They're like, oh, we didn't get Lucy, but we'll still fight to protect you. And they're just good, wholesome people. And Quincy Morris is the embodiment of that wholesome, like, joy that I love about Dracula. Like, there's such a love between the characters in Dracula. Such a love between all the main characters of Dracula that's so lacking in all the adaptations. I hate how all the adaptations of Dracula that I've seen, they make it either like a super romanticized or this kind of like cynical reimagining, but none of them have the confidence to just show all these adults as just normal functioning people who deeply care for each other. And it drives me nuts that we don't have the found family element of Dracula because they have to be scary or a horror movie, make it frightening for modern age. Just show the adults being these loving, genuinely kind people who can't stop this oppressive evil force in front of them. That'll make us like them more, and in turn be more upset when tragedy befalls them. Like what happens in the novel. Why can't you do this, Hollywood? I digress. Also, they always pair Mina and Dracula ever since Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. And I like Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, but I don't get why they do that. Anyway, I digress. Got me on a Dracula tangent. Anyway, Skyla. Skyla's an S. I love Skyla. I love Skyla so much. I love her outfit. I love her, like, the everything just works. There's something so cute and beautiful about that. I just think it's a lovely outfit. And I always felt she had a very kind heart in the game, and that's a real plus. There's a warmth to Skyla that's just, so endearing. Again, she hits that Nausicaa vibe that I think is really cool, where it's like a little flighty, a little, like, inclined, but there's a beauty to it that I just love. Dracula has more romantic chemistry with John. Yeah, exactly. They spend more time together. And yeah, the thick thighs are a factor. I won't deny that. I won't not expose myself with that. But that being said, she's a cutie patootie. I'm just saying that right now. Bryson. Bryson's a C, I think. But like, he's a little too old for my taste, but I like the confidence. I appreciate the costume. That stuff's cool. But he does give me a little of a Hulk Hogan vibe, which throws me off. Might be the hair. Like the pro wrestler who's a little past his prime, who maybe said some racist stuff back in the day. I mean, Hulk Hogan definitely has, but like, okay, it's unfair to compare him to Hulk Hogan. There's no reason to believe Bryson's an asshole, so we'll reframe that. But still, and yeah, trust me, you get me on Dracula discussion, which I will get into around Halloween. I can talk about Dracula all day. In fact, I might just. Become an actor in the sequels. Yeah, exactly. More of a Ric Flair. Yeah, that's a fair point. Bryson's more of a Ric Flair. That's a good comparison. Not Hulk Hogan, more Ric Flair. I appreciate that. That's a good compare. That's a good alternate. Drayden, though. Oh, Drayden. Drayden's got that beard. That's a good beard. He's got the fit. He's got the suspenders, and he looks like he's there to kick your ass. Drayden is peak old man in Pokemon. He's probably not even that old. He's probably in his 50s. I love Drayden. Drayden has, like, the commander confidence. I don't know if I'd want to date him. I might be too scared to approach him. But, Drayden is a man. That is, like, manhood right there. Ugh. He is a gilf. He is a pure gilf. Sorry, a little sniffly after my vacation. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Drayden is solid A. Ugh. I'm sorry, Chuck. Sorry, Chuck. I knocked you down a little bit, but Chuck, you understand. You of all people would understand my pain. I had to knock Chuck down a little bit. But, like, can you blame me? Can you blame... That beard, though, Chuck, you understand, right? Don't you? Don't you, Chuck? Okay, let's move on. Okay. Let's see. Who else we got here? Chantal. Oh, Chantal. Oh, Chantal. Okay. Chantal hits the notes. Gothic aesthetic. You got that down. Glasses. You got that down. Cutie. You got that down. Likes to read. Already. These are all pluses. Sorry. No. Yeah, S. S tier. Top of S. Oh, she's got that vibe. You know, there's something about that vibe. It just drives you wild. It's so cool. So adorable, but so, you know she listens to some goat. You know she's read all of the ghost stories. She has a collection of first edition Penny Dreadfuls that she preserves. You know that, right? You know that she's found some bones somewhere and has them in her house. It's a goth Velma vibes. There we go. Academic, but dark. Dark academia. And she's a writer. Oh, she's a writer. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Love it. Love bookish, smart people. That's such an attractive quality to me. It's just... Marshall, though. Marshall's got it going on, too. Like, listen, Marshall, he's got the strength. He's got the drip. He's got the interesting hair that is really... His eyebrows are, like, wrapping around the side of his head. Gotta say, Marshall's a solid B. Maybe a little behind Chuck, in my opinion. But Marshall's pretty good. And she's polite. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what else we got here. Grimsley. Not as big a fan of Grimsley. Not gonna lie. Grimsley, he's gonna put him in B. I'm not sure. Grimsley doesn't hit the notes for me. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Grimsley. He's all right. He's okay. Not a big fan. Okay. Okay, so Grimsley, I don't know. Personally, Grimsley is super hot to me. I don't know. I think Grimsley's okay. I don't know. Grimsley's not... He's not bad. He's just not my... He's just not it for me, you know? He just doesn't... He doesn't hit the note for me that I need him to hit. I don't know. He's okay. Now time for Alder. Alder. I like Alder quite a lot. Alder's an A. Alder's a solid A. I'm going to put you right here. You've seen. Yeah, Grimsley was cuter in Sun and Moon. Yeah, it's fair. But, like... Okay, Alder, he has, like, the lion mane hair. He's got the buffness. Like, he's a strong guy. He's a dad. He has a strong dad energy, Alder does. And I appreciate that. He has black and white hair. Yeah, he does have black and white hair, doesn't he? There you go. Why is Gestus even on here? Gestus is D. Fuck Gestus. Gestus sucks. If you put Gestus above D, I gotta question your choices. Like, I really do gotta question your choices if you go... I don't know. Just gotta say. All right, you're getting an A. I like you. You're okay. Gestus though sucks. Gestus freaking sucks. Can't stand Gestus. I would make a new tier just for Gestus, but I don't want to because it's just too many tiers right now. So it's the bottom of the list. Cyrus though. Cyrus is he's boring. I don't like Cyrus either. Like, not in terms of attractiveness. He's below Koga. Like, I feel like Cyrus though has a different problem where he looks like he's like a walking skeleton. Like, I don't know. Yeah, also Gestus has no style. He just does whatever with his outfit. It's ridiculous. It's so dumb. Can't stand it. Cannot stand it. Cannot stand Gestus. Also, where's Marlin? Where did Marlin go on this? Marlin's in this, right? Where's Marlin? Huh. Oh, you're a lot. Why would you get down here? Hang on a second. So a few of these little off. So Caitlyn, we missed Caitlyn. She's down in the tier list a little further. I guess they forgot where Caitlyn is. So Caitlyn, I don't know. She's a little too waifish for me. Her hat is so big. It's like more gets this. Okay. There we go. Marlin's an A. Why is Marlin? Is Marlin even on here? Am I missing him? Where did Marlin go? Like, either I'm blind or I'm missing Marlin. I guess they lost Marlin. Okay. Well, if we find Marlin, we'll add him up, so... Anyway, Caitlyn does feel like a child. She's a little too... Yeah, I'm gonna put Caitlyn on too young. I feel like she's... I feel like she's of age, but she gives off a way too young vibe. I don't know. She's a little... I don't know. Something about her feels off, and I'm not confident putting her anywhere. Okay, so now we're in time for Kalos. Viola. Viola's mid. She's all right. I like Viola just fine. She has the camera. It's cool. But, like, I don't know. I don't really think she's, like, particularly all that. I guess we have a lot of kids because they skipped a bunch on here. Okay. Valerie from Kalos is basically an insect. She's a fairy type trainer. Caitlyn is a kid in Pokemon Platinum, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna put Valerie. She intimidates me, which is always a plus. So I'm gonna put her in A. I'm gonna put her near the top of A, above Blaine. I'll say above Blaine. Like, I like her just fine. She's cool, but like I don't love her. But I do think she's incredible, and she has a style, and she probably could just literally kill me. Valerie scares me, which is a plus in my book. And yes, her eyes are weird. You have to make eye contact with her, though. Love her. That being said, though, Olympia, S tier. Olympia is simply gorgeous. Like, the cosmos are around her. She is beautiful. I love Olympia so much. Oh, she's so cool. Easy one of the peak gym leaders of that game. And I didn't love many of the gym leaders in X and Y. But I love her so much. She is so cool. Anyway, womanly, like a matron of the sky. Just a giant woman, one might say. One might call her a giant woman. I would not. I would call her a queen. Yeah, white diamond energy. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway. Where's Wulfric? Wulfric is, he gives me Gilf energy. Kind of like, I would put Wulfric in B. I would allow that. A lot of B's in this game, I might add. A lot of B's. I'd put Wulfric in B. But he's no Olympia. By far no Olympia. Okay. They didn't include Malva. I guess Malva's too young, I guess? I don't know. But, okay, so we got, what's his name? Seolb? He's dull. I'm not a big fan of Sob. Whatever his name is. He's a C. Not a fan. Yeah, so he maybe has too much dead energy. You're right. But, it's not that bad. Yeah, it gives maybe Santa vibes, but you know for a fact in the cold, he's who you want. He's who you want to snuggle up with in the cold. You know I'm right. A protective, nurturing strength. Yeah, Malva's a TV anchor. Why is Malva not on here? Malva's a solid B, solid A. I like Malva. She's good. I don't get why she's not on here. Because I'm missing her. Again, this tier list is missing a lot of people, so I'm not going to pretend that it's a flawless list. We'll get to... And there's a lot left. We have tons to get through still. Yeah, Seolb is the chef. I don't know. He's all right. Wickstrom. I love a guy in armor. But he's still just getting B. I don't know. Wickstrom seems like he takes the Ren Fair a little too seriously for my tastes, and I'm not okay with that. But Drasna. Dragon Mommy. S. Easy S. I would say more than Lorelei, but not as much as Goth Velma. But Drasma, my love, she is such a mom. She gives off the mom energy. I love... You know what? No, not S. She's going double S. I love her. She has such a lovely energy to her, and she's threatening, but in a way that's nurturing. I adore that quality about her. She's fantastic. She would lovingly hold you. Like, genuinely. You know she gives the strongest yet most comforting hugs possible. Love her. Now, Diantha. Controversial opinion, but I'm not a big fan of Diantha. I think she's the most boring of the champions. But I do respect that she gives the what's her name? Breakfast at Tiffany's. Sabrina. What's her name? The actress. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Audrey Hepburn. She gives Audrey Hepburn vibes, which is fantastic. And Audrey Hepburn is one of those beautiful women who ever lived. I'd say I'm gonna put her at B for boring, but then I think about her beauty and I think A. If it wasn't for the fact she was based on Audrey Hepburn's appearance, she would be a B or a C. But because she looks like Audrey Hepburn, solid A. But personality-wise, there's just not a lot there, is the problem. She just kind of like appears briefly, has a small role, and then that's it. She's just not interesting to me. But she's based on the most beautiful woman to ever live, so that's fair. And also, she has a good team. So, just saying. Lysander. Lysander's a C. I mean, here's the thing. I think he's a boring villain, but, like, he's got that mane. He's got that mane. Yeah, Kalos has a lot of good designs, a lot of clever ideas, but it's just not... It's missing something crucial. I don't know. Anyway, the professors are later, by the way. We'll get the professors later. Now, Looker. Whether you... I saw a lot of people think that Looker was based on David Tennant's The Doctor. He's based on Columbo. Looker is based on Columbo. But maybe he has the appearance of David Tennant, which is a big plus. Because I don't think Peter Falk was particularly beautiful. Great actor, though. And for those of you who don't know, Columbo was extremely popular in Japan during the 70s and 80s. It was so popular that Emperor Hirohito, the first American actor he met with, personally, was Peter Falk. Because Columbo was just that popular in Japan. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. It says something that Diantha wasn't made more interesting in any adaptation. Yeah, you're right. Diantha is just boring in everything she's in. She never gets interesting. She's always the actress who is aloof and a little detached from everything, but also loves her God of War. It's just boring. Baichi, thank you for the super chat. Just noticed that Gen 9 was missing, but all my faves are here. Sabrina, Elisa, Chantal, Valerie, and Clara. I don't even have a type, says the ace person. Yeah, again, I do think it does have some... No, there is no Gen 9. Okay, I guess it's an older list. I think it stops at... It looks like it stops at Legends Arceus, which is fair, you know. I thought he was based on the detective from Lupin III. Okay, who do you think he was based off of? It's old Columbo. Columbo was a huge presence in Japan, and that was back in the 60s and 70s. So it all comes back to Columbo, which is people don't realize how big Columbo was in Japan during that time. It has ripple effects all over Japanese media. Anyway, so Looker's a solid A. I love Looker. Looker's great. I love Looker so much. He is such a great character. And he's like smart, but in a way, again, like Columbo, he's smart in a way where he doesn't show his whole hand at any given moment. He always knows more than he's letting on. And that's kind of cool, I think. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a... In case you haven't noticed, I have a bit of a mild sniffles. Try my best, though. Try my best. We'll get through it. Yeah, Looker is marriage material. Looker is marriage material. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Anyway. Anyway. Who's left here? These dorks. Okay. These trial captains. This is where they get the kahunas. The kahunas. Alright, so this is where things get a little wonky. Okay. Nanu. Nanu, grumpy old man with strength. I think he's a solid B. I think he's top of B. He gives me angry old man vibes, which I dig. I love that. But I don't know. Hala. Again, I'm going to put him right at the bottom of B. I think I'm going to put him a little below. A little above. He's got a good tan going on. I like that. I love a depressed dad, but Hala, it's got like a love everything about him. Just a little too old for my tastes. But Olivia. Oh, she's going an S. Olivia is S tier for me. Easy S tier. Love Olivia. Love Olivia. You're probably wondering, where's the champion Kakuki? We'll get to him later. We'll get to him later. We're missing a lot from... I think we're missing a lot from X and Y here, though. Anyway. Not X and Y, Sun and Moon. Okay. Hala, if Hala feels too personal... You're right. Hala is too much like my grand... You know what? Yeah, I'm going with Olivia. I'm going to put her a little higher. I'm going to put her in SS. She's just too good. You feel like a child, but I know you're an adult. You're like an adult who hasn't grown up yet. So, putting you in B... I do like you though, but like I think you're like the adult who hasn't grown up yet, which is all right. But and you're a depressed dork. I'm gonna put you in A. Kind of dig the vibe. Kind of dig that vibe. Guzma, my boy. Guzma, are you even an adult? Yeah, you're an adult. You're an eternal child. I love you. You are great. Guzma is great. I love Guzma. Guzma is like, listen, you you chill with Guzma. All right. Yeah, Palmeria. Yeah, okay, Palmeria's good. Okay, I'll bring her up. Okay, we'll go up a little bit. My boy Guzma though, he's S. Guzma is like, he is the kind of chill ruffian you want to hang out. You know what, Guzma, I'm not gonna put him in SS. He's not double S. He is S. He is solid S. Guzma is great. Like, Guzma, when he shows up, he makes you want to join Team Skull. Just saying. And you're crazy, but you're so beautiful. I'm gonna put you in B. You're fine, but you're crazy. Okay. And then you two, you're both weird. Are you even old enough? I think you're both children. You feel like children. You're both like kids. I don't know. They both give me kid vibes. I don't like her. Don't like either of them. Yeah, Lucamine would kill me in my sleep. So, I'm putting her in B just so she won't murder me. She's a little nuts, and I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, we're on the last round of Gym and Elite Four members for this game, but we have a few more left beyond the gym, so we're gonna keep going. Also, I'll say this controversial take: Lucamine is less interesting when she's not crazy. Like when she's not abusive, when she's not a toxic person, she's actually a lot less interesting. So, I digress. Milo, though. Oh, Milo, Milo, Milo. With your. Milo has the face of a sweetie pie and the biceps of a man who can bench press you. Like, he is a himbo embodiment. I love Milo. Milo is just so great. Milo, he is peak. Love Milo. Milo is just, and he's a grass trainer, so you know he likes to garden. He has to build his big muscle so he can garden better. I love it. Oh, I love Milo. That is the non-toxic masculinity that we need. I love that farmer boy. He's great. Gives me real Clark Kent from My Adventures with Superman vibes, and I'm all about that. Nessa. I always feel Nessa's younger than that, but okay, I guess she's not. Nessa is also S tier. I really think Scarlet and Violet, not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield didn't miss with their gym leaders, I would say. Kabu again. Where I put Kabu last time? No, Kabu. Kabu. Oh, it's Nanu, not Kabu. Nanu and Kabu, I feel like, are so similar. I almost confuse them for the same person. Like they're very similar in so many ways. I feel like physically, anyway. I guess. Oh, this is an interesting one. Opal, both young and old. Opal, as an old lady, she gives granny vibes, but like cool granny vibes. I'm putting her next to Agatha. But young Opal. You guys ever see young Opal? Oh, young Opal's beautiful. Young Opal's a solid A. Easy an A. Like, almost like a Princess Knight, Osamu Tezuka character. Like, beautiful design. Love Opal as a young one. Kabu, everyone likes Kabu in the comments. I think Kabu's alright. He's okay. I don't think he's all that. Now here's where we get controversial. Gordy. No one seems to like Gordy. Everyone always hates on Gordy. Why is that? Is it because he's a heavyset actor or heavyset character who has a fan club of girls, who's confident? I am a Gordy defender here. Gordy is great. Gordy is easy, in my opinion, S tier. Gordy is all there. Okay, Gordy, listen. Maybe you all don't appreciate Gordy and his style and his confidence, but like, listen. I'm just saying. You can tell he's a total brat. You know that, right? He is snarky. He will act confident, but when it comes down, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like he seems all cool and all that, but you know that when push comes to shove, you know what I'm saying. That being said, though, that really being said, Gordy's mom, Melanie. Oh, Melanie. Yeah, I said it. Top of the line. Melanie is the peak. Melanie is top tier. Very top tier. By a metric mile. The reason people don't like Gordy is because he replaced his mom. And his mom is peak. And I don't care what I have to say. Controversial opinion. Melanie, better than Cynthia. In terms of appearance and personality-wise and all that. She is mommy. MILF. Entirely. She is gorgeous. Love her so much. The hat, the clothing, the giant hair, the physicality, everything about her. Peak. We are not going to get higher than her. We will get close, but never higher. Never higher. And I will fight you on that if you disagree. Okay, cool. So, back to this. Piers, right? Piers? Okay, cool. Piers. Too much hair. I'm gonna say B. I like Piers, but like his hair is he's a little much. I think he's a little too much for me. Uh, Raihan though. Oh, S. Love Raihan. Him and his booty shorts and his sweat and his shirts. This is just a good opinion. These are the fact that we have so many S's and A's proves that Pokemon has peak character design consistently. Yeah, Archie is still better than Gordy. We'll agree there, but like, come on. Anywho, unfortunately, we're out of gym leaders on this list, but we're not out of Elite Four members, so I can knock off the tab giving me buffering issues, double check all the ages for gym leaders, but not the one for you. Okay, so yeah, Mullane is pretty high up. I will give him that. Okay, so. Where are we? Wow, we're not getting Rika on here. Because Rika's an Elite Four member from the next gen. That's depressing. Yeah, I guess we can't talk about Rika in here. And you too from the DLC, right? Like, you're okay. And your hat gives me such vibes. I love that. The top hat. Anyone with a top hat, Chief. Unfortunately, Rika is not on this list because the tier list maker decided to stop making the list when we got to Gen 8. That being said, though, Rika, don't worry. Rika, he's SS tier in my heart. Rika is the non-binary icon that we just need in our lives all the time. Every day, all the time, always. That said, Mustard, you're in D. You're in B. I think you're in B. Yeah, you're in B. And Peony, you're also D. I'm sorry, I don't have any strong feelings towards you, but you're not behind Gestus. That'd be immoral. Okay, so we've gotten through. Bocce, thank you for the super chat. As someone who does character design, Pokemon is usually my go-to inspiration. Yeah, 100%. I think character design in Pokemon is peak. I love it. I think that they are just fantastic in terms of character design as a collective whole. We are now getting to the professors. Barika, he is double S in my opinion. Oh, they are double S in my opinion. She, they, whatever. Who cares? No matter what, if you like Rika, you're gay. No matter what. Okay. Peony is Penny's dad, though. Yeah, that's true, but Penny is Penny. Professor Oak. I think Professor Oak's C. Professor Oak is solid C. I know him and Agatha had a thing going on when they were younger. That's cool and all that, but whatever, whatever. Not a fan. Professor Elm, though, higher C. I think they're both good, but at this point in the game, the professors, they're just dorks who, I mean, listen, Professor Oak doesn't even know if you're a boy or a girl, so clearly a bisexual icon, maybe a pan icon, but there you go. But now we move on to the first actually hot professor. Birch. Listen, guys, Birch. He's got a thing going on there. I like Birch quite a bit. Definitely love Birch. Birch, you're an A. Shadow, thank you for the super chat. Rika and Grusha, NB icons for real. 100%. 100%. They are defying gender expectations all the way, and I adore that. I know they're not confirmed gender queer or non-binary, but they are. They just are, okay? Let me have this. Anyway. Okay. Birch is great. Birch is a DILF. Easy DILF. High, top tier. If you don't get it, you don't appreciate the peak male performance. Rowan, I feel like B is acceptable. You're pretty good. Yeah, so again, like, let me explain Birch to you for a second here, all right? Birch is, Just perfection. Sycamore, though, she's got the hair. She's got the hair. She's got the vibes. I'll put her above Birch. But not much. They're about equal tier for me. They're both great. The hair alone, that is like some wild hairdressing, and I'm all about that. So fantastic there. Kukui, you know what the answer is. You know where he's going. He's going up here. I'll put him above Archie. Yeah, I said it. But not above Dragon Mommy. And in his wrestling outfit, peak. His wife, unfortunately, only gets S. I know, she's also great. But not as good as the husband. You know, she really married up in this situation. They're both two gorgeous people. But Kukui, he has no shirt on for a reason. Where's Sycamore? I just realized, Sycamore's back here? Sycamore is also S. But I wouldn't put him above, you know what? Yeah, Sycamore's over, no, I'll put him behind Morty. I like Sycamore a lot. He's gorgeous. But, like, I kind of vibe with Morty's stoner vibes a little more, personally. But I digress. Archie better than... The guy, thank you for Super Chat. Kukui was one of my bi-awakenings. Yeah, I think it was a lot of people's bi-awakenings. I'm sure a lot of people playing Pokemon over the years have realized they liked men because of Kukui. And he has the vibe, too. He has the personality. Like, you know, he brings something to the table that's unique just to him. Ooh, wife wears a skin-tight uniform. That is true. That's a big plus. It's a big plus. They were really cooking with Sycamore. That is very true. Anyway. Sorry, still going with the cold right there. Ivy. Professor Ivy. Here's the thing with Professor Ivy. Obviously, in the anime, Brock stays with Professor Ivy, right? And she never likes talking about what happened between him and Professor Ivy. 2 alternate explanations have been proposed by different people on staff with Pokemon as to why Brock couldn't get with Ivy, and both of them are because Ivy was not straight and possibly not cis. Still, as a bi person, I don't care. I don't have any problems with attractiveness no matter what you are. Ivy is gorgeous. Ivy is S. Ivy is... You know that scene in the anime where they introduce her? She jumps off the Gyarados she's riding and catches her jacket as it's thrown at her? Ivy's good. Ivy's an S. Easy S. Sonia. I love her. I love her so much. I love her. I love how she's just... You see her arc over the course of the game, right? In training, becoming a professor herself. And I just love her April O'Neil vibes. I love that. Ivy's from the anime, by the way. The Orange Island arc. It's never confirmed in series that she's a lesbian or trans, but the writers of Pokemon said that's why, what they believe the reason why Brock could never get with her is. That she was either a lesbian or not cis. Sonia, I'm debating. I might put... No, you know what? No, Sonia goes double S. At the bottom of double S, but she's still a double S. I love Sonia so much. Okay, Mommy. Now this is Game Mommy right here. Game Mommy from Red and Blue. All the mommies get by default an A. Like they're all A tier by default. Where's the first mommy? But like, I'll put Red and Blue under the bottom because she's not developed all the way. She's not all there all the time. A mommy there. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. Personally, I don't think Brock would have cared if Ivy was trans. I agree with that. I think Brock is open-minded to that. But you got to remember, that's what the writers of Pokemon said. In the 90s, where bigotry was a little bit more accepted, or transphobia was a punchline in a lot of things, you got to take it into account when that statement was made. Keep in mind, this is back when and again, I don't think Brock would care. Brock's open-minded, but that's why I think the lesbian theory makes more sense. But I'm just quoting what the writers said. I'm not saying that myself. But the lesbian one's the more commonly accepted theory. Leon is too young, by the way. I think Leon isn't of age. That's why Leon's not on the list. Anyway, other mommy, she's in A as well. Other mommy, she's here. Sun and Moon mommy, I love her a little more. She gets higher up. Okay, so Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny. Okay, so Nurse Joy, S tier, Nurse Joy. But Officer Jenny, I don't know. What did I just do? I just Control Z that. There we go. Cool. Excellent. Leon is 18 according to Bulpedia. Okay, good. So Leon, he's a solid A tier. I love Leon. Apparently so. Where's Leon? Is Leon not on here? I guess he's not. Okay. Officer Jenny, though, I'm giving Officer Jenny a B tier, and I'll explain why. Jenny, I don't know. Jenny's a cop, and like not a cop like Looker, where he's clever, an investigator, trying to help you out, understanding and empathetic. Jenny's just a cop. Like, she just wants to arrest you. She almost arrests Ash in the first time they meet. So I'm like, you know what? Jenny's just a cop. I don't know. I do like the uniform, though, but she's a cop. You're an A tier. Delia Ketchum. Ash's mom. Okay. Ash's mom. Possibly terrible taste in men if she is indeed. If Giovanni is really Ash's dad, as the Pokemon musical implied, terrible taste in men. But I kind of love her. I kind of love Ash's mom. Yeah, I'll go with my instinct. Ash's mom's an S tier. I love Ash's mom. Delia Ketchum is just this lovely woman who, and let's be fair with Delia Ketchum here for a second, all right? Delia Ketchum, she's raising this young boy all on her own. Her husband dumped her, essentially. She, when kidnapped by an Entei and a girl with unfathomable cosmic powers, her instinct after a calling situation is to still take care and nurture this girl. Just lovely woman. Love her. Love Delia Ketchum. She's fantastic. You're a B tier. I like the beard and the grizzled hair, but you are, of course, also, Chairman Rose, you are like the kind of bad guy, but like not really. He's kind of like wishy-washy as an antagonist. I don't know. I like his beard, though. I like his hair. He's got good hair and color. Yeah. You forgot about Pokemon, the third movie, the best Pokemon movie. For shame. That's the best one by a mile. I love that. Okay. Putting you in B. Oh, Wick. Okay, so hear me out. Wick is like, what if we took Melanie and gave her Velma vibes? Okay, you hear me out? Wick is peak. Just, you got me there. Above Cynthia. Yeah, I put her above Cynthia. Yeah. Gorgeous, beautiful, the hair, the glasses, the vibes, the science vibes, but also You know she gives great hugs. You know she probably smells like lavender perfume. You know she has those glasses. You know she probably has like 5 sets of designer glasses on hand. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Love Wick. Top tier. This dork, though, gets a C. I think he's a dork and I don't like him. Alright, the Team Rocket ones. Oh, was this Mars, right? Mars is B. She's fine. You're a C. You're a D. You're a B2. You're all right. Okay, so grown up red and blue. This is like fully adults. They've been champions for some time. I don't know. They're both like kids to me. I saw them grow up. I can't say I like either of them. I'm sorry. I know you're both adults this time, but it's like I can't. I was with you when you were kids. It's wrong. Baichi, thank you for the super chat. I'm sad there's no Ultra Beast Lusamine. Wick is evil Velma and is great. Lusamine's Shadow Queen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They need more evil monster forms in this game. Like, easy. I wouldn't call Wick evil, though. More screwed up. But I wouldn't say evil. Not quite like Lusamine is. Like, it's weird. Like, I know Red and Blue are of age at this point, but they... Like, it's like, I don't know. They were kids when I was a kid. It just feels weird. Like, I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. I'm not going to bother commenting on it. Okay, I'm going to save Jesse and James for later. See. All of the... I feel like all of the characters from... Legends Arceus, they're a solid A. I don't really feel super strongly about them, but I do love the historical vibes they bring. Your lack of eyebrows, though, is disconcerting, so I'm going to put you in B. Mid B, but otherwise you're pretty cool. In A. Okay, so getting down to the bottom here. AZ, he just gives... If Koga gives smelly vibes, AZ gives worse vibes. I'm going to put you in... Like, you just... He's like ancient... Has been there for years. The sweat probably hasn't been washed off of him since 3,000 years ago. You just know he's not taking care of himself because he's depressed. Anyway. We're down to the bottom two. The last two of the game. Jesse and James. Both 25 when the show starts, so they're of age. Both queer icons. For many of us, I think these are probably the first queer icons we saw growing up because they're everywhere. Now, regardless of where I put Jesse and James, I want to just let you know, I love these two dorks. They are fantastic. I love both of them. They are some of my favorite fictional characters of all time. So when I put them at the top of A, know that I'm only speaking to how much I'd like to be with them intimately. These people I would love to be with on any occasion. They are perfect. They are fantastic and I love them. But I don't know if I'd want to sleep with them, is what I'm saying. That being said, though, I adore both the head candidate together, and I love the Delia Ketchum Jesse ship. I think it's adorable. Jesse and James are inseparable. If you see one, you kind of get the other in a package deal. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're life partners in some capacity. But, like, I don't think I would put them in S. I love them, but not like that, is what I'm saying. Like, they're more like, I would love to just drink with them. I would love to hang out with them, go on crimes with them, be gay and do crimes with them, but I wouldn't want to, I don't know if I want to sleep with them. Yes, James is a flaming mole trace, and that's part of the point. That costume came out of his closet directly, but like, in fact, I think it's because of my childhood memories with them is I can't sleep with them. They're just too great. I just love them too much, and it feels weird to me. I just adore them, and yeah, so that's my excuse. So yeah, here's the tier list. Top to bottom, take a look. Here's the Pokemon tier list based on who would want to be with. So, I think that's it for me tonight. Now, unfortunately, I am feeling a little under the weather, so I can't go on for too much longer because I am pushing myself already. Friday, I'll have a video ready if I finish it on time, and if not, I'll maybe delay it to Saturday. I'm going to aim for Friday, though, but it might be late today just because my schedule's been all messed up, but I'll try to get out by Friday. If you've waited this long and watched me this long, thank you so much for all this. 20,000 subscribers. That's incredible. And I think it's really cool that you've all stuck around this long. Hopefully I keep doing stuff that keeps you going and keeps you interested in what I'm working on. So I really thank you for just sticking around. I really appreciate it. I didn't expect to have this many people following me when I started like 7 months ago. This is a lot, and I really appreciate everything. And I hope to have some good stuff in the future. And again, if you're just catching on late, start of the video, I issued a challenge to Lily Orchard. That challenge still remains. Lily, if any of your followers are watching this stream up to this point, you have until August 23rd to accept my terms as I set them. And from there, keep in touch. All right. To everyone else, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around. Baichi, thank you for the super chat. Fun stream. Get some rest. You earned it. Time to get back to combining Cyberpunk with magical girl tropes. That sounds awesome. What are you working on? That sounds really cool. Oh, I love that. That sounds really cool, actually. Cyberpunk with magical girls. That's some cool stuff. I mean, I guess it's kind of My Adventures with Superman right now. By the way, anyone watch My Adventures with Superman? Did you get to the end yet? Some cool stuff. Real Gurren Lagann vibes at the end there. Some real cool stuff. If you're asking about what went down with Lily Orchard, when the stream's done in a few moments, skip to the beginning of the video. Novel. That novel sounds great. Keep at it. I think you got something there. PMMM7. That's a good title right there. PMMM 2077. I love it. Anyway, thank you everyone. It's been a real treat. I'll see you all later.